So, do you guys ever feel that love just keeps on passing you by and not completely understanding the reasons? So, I thought it would be an interesting one to do a reading around that and see why you have that feeling, what it is within your energy that's stopping love coming in, and potentially what you can do about it to make things happen, because we all want to and hope to, find that someone special to be with and stuff. So let me shuffle the cards. Let's see what's going on in your subconscious mind that keeps on making love disappear, even the person disappear. So let's see what we get. So firstly, because I think as human beings, we automatically always assume it's got to be something with us. And part is yes, and part is no. So you can't take complete 100% responsibility, even though for manifesting, it's always about the inner work and what's in your energy and things like that. So why is it that love is it's not even that love is disappearing. It's kind of like that the relationships just do not last. The energy that I'm picking up of the collective is very much to do with that. These people, I'm seeing them on a conveyor belt, and I'm really sorry if that's how your life has been, because that sounds so bad in comparison to the reality of it. It's not a conveyor belt, but it just feels to you as if what is happening that I can't attract the right person, the one who isn't, what's the word, commitment, has a fear of commitment, who isn't always running away. How can I change that so that I don't attract that energy? Because that's basically where you need to take the responsibility, in the place where your energy is attracting that vibration. So that's probably a little tweak that we need to do. But let's reveal in terms of what's actually going on. You're attracting the people that your energy feels it can help. Now, that isn't great for you, because once they've had the help, they're gone, or they don't want the help, or, so many other scenarios. And you're kind of like, I just want to find somebody I can be with and hopefully build something up with. So back to them. So as I was explaining, that your energy is the catalyst for attracting these kinds of energies, because on a subconscious soul level, it's their wake-up call. It's their call to change something about themselves so that they can then get to match your energy and vibration, because this is what it's all about. It's about these souls needing to match your vibration so that they can be with you. And a lot of it is to do with lack of self-worth. But equally, you also have that lack of self-worth, because that's why you're attracting those kinds of energies, because don't get me wrong, these are not bad energies. They're just energies who are afraid of commitment. They are energies who maybe aren't ready to step up or step forward or do something that allows them to be happy. Because ultimately, when we're running away, it's very much because fear of something, fear of pain. And this is basically what's been happening relating to, your scenarios and people coming in and people going. So now that we have a base for it, what does this mean for you? Because you don't want to be stuck in that pattern. You, the listener, wants to be attracting the right person, or attracting the person who is willing to do the work to raise up to your vibration. And I want to show you the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this basically says to me that you are moving in the right direction. Your vibration has changed. And I also feel that there's a person around you. Now, this is a good thing because there's somebody you know, somebody you're attracted to, somebody you may have been dating or not dating, but definitely a person of interest. So this person is going to do the work to match your vibration because you've been through a lot together. Again, you might not be dating one another, or you might be together, or it might have been an on-off kind of connection. But whatever it was, you two know within yourselves, because there's a powerful energy connection as well, that you have been working together. You have been through a lot of emotional challenges in both of you, understanding the other, in maybe you being more patient and, you know, them still working on themselves. Whatever the scenario may be, this is confirmation that your current person of interest is the one who is willing to do the work. Because up until now, you've met people who have just been too scared to do the work, regardless of how high a title, and I'm talking in terms of career business title, they may hold. That does not excuse development. That doesn't mean that just because you've got the title, you've got the achievement, you've got the money in the bank, that on an emotional level, you've also done the work. Those two things are very separate. And I feel that that's what's been happening with you. You've been attracting the right kind of person you want. But then the small lacking thing is that on the emotional level, on a personal growth level, on a love level, not personal growth in terms of career success and all of those kinds of things, but on the love level, that's a little box they've contained in themselves and thought, no, not touching it, not going there. And then, of course, there you come along and you open up their Pandora's box. So they're having to deal with, these, I was going to use the word issues, but they're not issues, but deal with this pain, deal with the fears, deal with why is it that, that they are too afraid of happiness, because that's what it comes down to, doesn't it? Ultimately, you're fearing the pain, but the end result is happiness. But you would rather stay in the pain because letting go of it is too painful. As a coach, it doesn't make sense. Probably because I am the person who goes through it. But even on a logical level, but again, it's empathizing and seeing the pain that's internal, the pain that they don't want to open themselves up to that vulnerability again, only to have somebody else shut it down for them. So that's basically what it comes down to. Okay, so what does this mean for you? Ultimately, as I was saying, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, meaning that things are going in the right direction, but you also have the Death card. Now, you know that the Death card is all about new beginnings. It's about letting go of the old and, new beginnings coming in. You've got a major decision that you are going to need to make. And I feel that it's going to be soon. And I feel it may well be connected to this person of interest on you, whether you need to decide whether you let it go or whether you move forward with it. But I love this. Whatever the outcome, and I'm feeling it to be positive, because remember, the Death plus the Wheel of Fortune are positive cards because they're the ending and beginnings of something new. But you are being spiritually guided. So this is the confirmation that whatever's going on for you currently in terms of these energies coming, going, or, past energies have come and gone, where you currently are is where you are meant to be. I can't make this up. I've got a stack of cards in my hand, but I picked this intuitively and it says wish come true. So your wish to find that person, to be with the person that you want to be with, for them to match your vibration, for them to do the inner work to bridge that gap that's currently between you guys. It's all coming in. They are letting go of the limitations that have been holding them back, because your energy is a beacon to so many people. You don't realize it, because we don't, that's where the self-worth comes in, isn't it? We don't have the realization within ourselves of how powerful we are, not in an egotistical way, but just in the sense of how people perceive us, what we bring to the table. And this is basically saying that this person sees you just as you see them. All of the ups and downs that you've gone through relating to this particular person, but also past relationships and everything, it feels like you've let go. I was going to say a karmic debt. It feels like you've broken a cord that had been stopping all of this wonderful happiness from coming in. And now all you have, again, I'm picking these cards up intuitively, you've got beginnings, and you had new beginnings with the death card. And this is just a secondary confirmation that you have new beginnings. If you've been watching me long enough, and if you are new to the channel, thank you so much and welcome. You will get to know that I hate divine timing. On a human level, hate it. On a spiritual and every other level, it's a given, we can't control it. So in terms of the new beginning, let's look into timings, because I do love my timings. So what are we looking at? Well, definitely a relationship, because that's definitely there. But in terms of timing, 1 month, even though that's the Eiffel Tower, it does say moving up, but it's also one, isn't it? If you look at it, that is a singular thing. So within, I was going to say in, but let's say within 1 month, but I would put it closer to the end of the month rather than in the first couple of weeks of the month. So within the time of seeing this video, start the clock within, but aim it towards the 3rd, 4th week of the month to be realistic, so that you don't lose hope, so that you don't sit there questioning things. And oh my God, the last 2 cards, long term and short term. So this is a time for celebration, but just know that this relationship that's coming in, or the person of interest who's doing all of the work, is going to be a long-term, life-changing thing for both of you, because you've helped this person to break their barriers. And equally, you have grown in your own self-worth and the way that you have handled the situation and the person that you have become as a result. So just know that if you have been feeling that you've been attracting relationships that are more conveyor belt, what's that? I'm being shown revolving doors, that's it. And so if you've been feeling on any level that that's the kind of relationships that you've been having, revolving doors, then just know that that door is changing. And now it's definitely going to be a door that you open it and close at your will, but just knowing that your person is also with you when you're opening and closing that door. So you're not doing it on your own. And I couldn't be more happy for you. Congratulations on breaking that karmic lesson, spell, whatever you want to call it. And it all happened because you raised your vibration, and then you gave that ability for someone else to come in and do the same for them, so that you guys can be together. So remember, if you wish to book a more detailed reading regarding this, or any other topic, then the links are all in my bio. We also have a Mystique and Manifesting shop where you can buy these beautiful jewelry. This is actually called a mood ring, and it works. So if you wanted to buy any of these kinds of products and stuff, then hop along to the shop and have a look there. And with everything said, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, because that helps the channel, but it also helps me to connect with you guys. And as always, thank you so much, and I will see you next time.